Alright, pre-notification gang. See the Last of Us remake? Heard of it. I don't think I've seen anything from it. Hey Rex. Yep. I'm gonna be watching the Games Fest. Some Hollow Knight Silk Song today. Is that confirmed? That'd be pretty hype. That would get me excited. Thanks for resub purple. Lots of golf drama today. PGA banning players because they joined another league. What? I didn't even know there were other leagues. Besides the PGA, what else is there? Thanks the resub. Famoid and tier 1 Dinky. Thanks a tier 1-7 Parrot. There's a director's cut version of Last of Us 1 remake. Yeah, I heard of the Last of Us remake. I didn't know it was like a director's cut thing. Thanks a resub Gordo. PGA Tour suspends all players taking part. Oh, fuck. Woo! Taking part in the first LIV golf tournament. That's a club in Miami. Thanks to the Prime Hydro. A new Saudi golf league is paying hundreds of millions to players and offered Tiger $1 billion, apparently. What the fuck? That's amazing. They offered him $1 billion to go to their league. I'm assuming he's gonna say yes, right? Like, it's not like he's killing it in the PGA these days, is he? Why wouldn't he go there? Thanks to resub, it's time. Resub Iceman. Thanks to tier 1 Ryan. Staying in the PGA because he cares too much about legacy and records. Damn. What a crazy position to be in. Offered $1 billion. So is that why they're banning players if they accept... I'm guessing the Saudi league is LIV? Is the Prime Oliver, Soy, and the resub Nate. Is the resub Cozy, Keeling, and Amps. And the resub Lizard Man. And the resub Meow. Dustin Johnson got 120 million just for signing, and Phil Mickelson got 200 mil. Holy shit. Yeah, I see them on the list of banned players. Jesus Christ. What a fucking payday. Thanks to resub Family Friendly, Alero, Trippy, and the Tier 1 Clown. That's wild. And thanks to the resub Jerry. And the resub Perseus. Yeah, we'll get some Moist Esports in the PGA scene since they're going to run out of players pretty soon. With the amount of money LIV's paying out. Good lord. There's a resub Boyardee. And the Prime Cool and the resub Narcilla. And Main Man. You gonna DJ? Nope. It's the Summer Games Fest here in 30 minutes. So we're gonna watch that, see what kind of big, wild, and wacky shit gets announced. Apparently they're actually showing Silksong. So that would be pretty cool. There's the resub Nosferatu and the Tier 1 Gru Hasagan, and Tier 1 Knight. And the Prime Tiddles. Is anything exciting being announced during this Game Fest? Apparently all the big ones are going to be announced at this one. I think this is where most of the AAA games are announcing from what I read. Is the Tier 1 Little Pups. The resub Goldie. What are we waiting for? For it to start. Thanks to the resub Bridges. And the Prime Tass. And Big Oily. The Prime Sasichi and Tier 1 Rebus. Am I interested in The Last of Us Part 1 remake? I love The Last of Us Part 1. Well, I don't know why I'm calling it that. I love the first Last of Us game. So, yeah. The Tier 1 Gleo and the Prime Wipes and resub Dylan. And the resub Scoofer. And Slash. The remake trailer got leaked. Well, they're going to show it today, I'm sure. So I'm not going to bother looking the leak up. Thanks to resub Plef. And the resub Derek. And the resub Brazzers. Resub Hypno and JC. And Connor. The Summer Games Fest is like the E3 replacement. Since they're not doing E3 this year, everything's going Summer Games Fest, so this is where we'll see the bulk of the big announcements, I think. There's the resub Serm, Dill, Bunny, and the Prime, Anonymous, and Tier 1 Tech. And Tier 1 Isu, and Prime Floyd. The card frames are different sizes. So the one on top's bigger than the one on bottom. There's a Prime. Mankai, Fawn, and Tier 1 Exo. Just want something interesting to play. Well, there's so many games. I'm sure there's something interesting out there. There's a resub Zash, Terrapin, Dongus, and Prime Lemon. Let me get this stream up. There's the resub Captain in Tier 1 Diamond. Oh, they're not live yet. There's a resub Vana and Weenie Hut Jr. in the Prime Akano. Your sub Claptrap. God of War Ragnarok win? 2023, right? Didn't they just delay it again? There's a Tier 1 Dugan. And the resub Erd Gabor. That was a false report? Okay. I don't know, I'm just going by what I saw on Twitter. Any games you're hoping to see? I guess the only one I'm hoping to see is Silk Song. Hollow Knight Silk Song. There's a Prime Mino. Oh, and the KOTOR remake would be nice. I hope they don't fuck that up. Even though I never finished the first KOTOR, I still really like the whole Old Republic lore. There's a Tier 1 Kane. Every remake is a follow-up to a bad sequel. Like what? I actually can't think of any off the top of my head. There's a Prime Slinky and Chris. And the resub Perfect. And the resub Phoenix. And Bits Schlexy. And the gift sub Kane. Yeah, no, I've heard about the Last of Us remake. There's your sub Warrior. It's going to be shown here today. 100%. Do they announce DLC for Game Fest? I don't know, man. I don't run the event. I would imagine. They're supposedly announcing some Silk Song stuff. So. Well, actually, Silk Song is a standalone. I don't think it's DLC. Thanks to resub Signari. And the resub Aragon. And Wild Card. Starts in 19 minutes. They're not live yet. I'm surprised they're not live. They usually do like a countdown or a pre-show or something, but nothing right now. Thanks for the resub. Oni. Boys Season 3's been great so far. Oh, they're doing the countdown on YouTube? Oh, I'm on their Twitch. Don't think Silk Song will be announced. I guess we'll see. Am I gonna do bingo? No, I don't think so. Are we doing Koromon later? I haven't decided between Koromon and more Weed Shop. Maybe we'll try Koromon later. I'm seeing Jurassic World, so it depends on what time I get home. If I get home late, we'll do Weed Shop. If I get home early enough, we'll do Koromon. Thanks to Prime Tavo. There will be no Bloodborne 2 announcement. I appreciate your delusion, but that's just not happening. Thanks to the resub Lamont. Is this event mostly about what? Is this event mostly about already announced games? No, I think they usually do reveals. They'll of course give more info on announced games, but they usually do like big reveals because this is taking the place of E3 basically. Thanks to gift sub Kane in the Prime. Herc. Oh, that'd be a big one, Guzzle. Jeff said that it's mostly announced games. Oh, maybe. Thanks, resub Yelab. I mean, I'm open to it, Delta. I don't know what we do, but yeah, of course. He's a friend. Thanks, a resub Fulham. The resub Jink. No Bloodborne 2, no Silk Song. There will be no video games announced this evening. Well, there will definitely be no Bloodborne 2. I think there is a chance for Silk Song, and I think there is going to be video games announced. Thanks, a resub Stank. That would be good, a Bungie. Bloodborne's not coming to PC. Thanks, Tier 1 Luna. Have you been watching Kenobi? Yep, just caught up today. It's not good. It's bad. The first 2 episodes I didn't mind that much. A little silly with the chase scenes, but my god, they can actually not choreograph anything. I couldn't believe it. That fucking hallway fight with Kenobi versus 3 stormtroopers and a droid that all of them just kept missing and shooting each other. Oh my lord, it was awful. I think the tier 1 Lonnie. And a bit family friendly. Yeah, it's really disappointing. Because I really like Ewan McGregor. And I think he's a great Obi-Wan. I really do. He was definitely the highlight of the prequels. What a fucking rough series. And there's only 2 episodes left. Like, there's nothing there's nothing they can do to make it even somewhat tolerable. Or salvageable. Not tolerable. There's the Prime Meekin, the Resub Jesp. They're doing him so dirty. Yeah, it's just such wasted opportunity. It really is. The writing is so terrible for the Obi-Wan show. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's worse than like Saturday morning cartoon levels, like where they sneak out of the base and he has the girl walking next to him in a trench coat. Like, Jesus Christ. And I think the third sister could have been a cool character, but she is written so poorly. Here's the Resub Artichoke. Why does Disney suck so much ass at specifically Star Wars? I wouldn't say they suck so much ass at Star Wars. The Mandalorian is great. They killed it with The Mandalorian. Seasons 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian absolutely bang. But Boba Fett is a stinker. Kenobi's worse. I don't understand what happened. Oh, I think they just went live. Thanks, Resub Wyaz. Alright, let's fucking ride. Don't question, just consume next product. Yeah, I've seen that on Twitter all day. This is the Vader I've always wanted. When Vader... Okay, before I get into it, do we care about spoilers for Kenobi? Is chat okay if I rant a little bit? Okay, cool. Vader is trash in Kenobi. They're making him look like such a whiny asshole. He does something cool. Like, when he first shows up in episode 3, he's cool. He's intimidating. He's scary. He's just like fucking force choking people, snapping necks, no reason. And Kenobi's afraid of him. And he tracks him down, slowly walks at him menacingly. Lightsaber comes out. It's a really cool setup, and I'm expecting something cool to happen. And it starts cool. Chokes him, overpowers him, drags him through fire, and lets him burn a little bit. And then inexplicably lets him go. He just lets him leave. After the lady shoots one of the stormtroopers. Then, third sister lets him go. And Darth Vader's like, oh, how dare you, your failure is too much. Even though he also just let him go. It's so bad. It's so stupid. Yeah, I don't know how they could have done it, because obviously he can't kill him, but they could have had some kind of, like, fight, some kind of, like, standoff, or something. Anything besides what we got. It makes no sense, and it's so embarrassing to look at. I've seen that copium on Twitter all day. Vader let him leave because he doesn't want to kill him. He wants to make him suffer. The fans are writing the show for them to try and like cover up all the bad writing. That is clearly not why he did that. It's just bad writing. Because he made a big hubbub about Third Sister failing. Constantly failing. If you don't bring him in, you will die. You let him go and now you'll die. How dare you? Kenobi's all that matters. It is not him letting him leave for some grand scheme of making him suffer. I read a write-up, and I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what article. But they documented every, like, big cope from the Star Wars fans for Kenobi. First it was, it's only 2 episodes, we can't be harsh. Then it was, Star Wars has always been campy. If you don't appreciate the campiness, you're not a Star Wars fan. And then it was, there's still 2 episodes left to see Darth Vader's grand plan. Those were the big copes that they laid out in the article. These are some Tan, Zoltan, Brad, and the Prime Chiefy, Speed, Worston, Tier 1 Triad, and the Resub Vampire. Oh, the other Inquisitors don't do shit. Oh my god, they don't do a fucking thing. Which is a shame, because Inquisitors are really cool. Even Reva, it doesn't really do anything, besides just talk sometimes. She doesn't really get moments to shine. She just gives silly villain speeches. The show's badly written because nothing is allowed to happen. I disagree with that perspective. I think there's still a story they could have told. Because there is a huge gap in between Obi-Wan at the end of Revenge of the Sith and Obi-Wan in the original trilogy. There's a lot you can tell. I think there's plenty of wiggle room to tell an interesting story. Don't blame the actor for the script. Oh, I'm not. Like I said, I think Reva could have been a good character. It's just they wrote her terribly. I said that verbatim a minute ago. These are the Resub Kara and the Resub J, Trips and Tier 1 Soul Sage, and the Resub Simanti, and Givesub Kane. One of the writers apparently had no idea Anakin was Darth Vader. Where did you read that? It sounds like just a joke headline from like Hard Drive. Kenobi writer was corrected by Lucasfilm on essential Vader detail. Joby Harold shocks fans by admitting that he didn't know an important detail about Darth Vader when writing the script for Obi-Wan. Holy shit. Why have him write this one then? So did he not watch the original trilogy, or like any of it? Okay, it's a little misleading. He didn't know whether or not Kenobi knew Darth Vader was Anakin. That's a little different. It's not that he didn't know Darth Vader was Anakin, he didn't know if Kenobi should know that. But I'm pretty sure that was in the end of Revenge of the Sith. Though I could be misremembering. It was? Thanks to the resub Chris, Deathlord, Liquor, Akello, and the Prime Ritz, Bobsta, and Tier 1 Kinney. And the resub Smoked, Chippy, and Gross. And the resub Scantron and Prime Blue. And the Prime Monkey. Refresh the stream. I'm assuming it was just like a technical issue. I don't think it's just me.
No one can hear you.
Man, you just made me refresh it to get an ad.
You are special. The black phone, rated R.
Order in the app for half-price cheeseburger.
One Sonic cheeseburger coming right up.
I got the ketchup.
Putting on the pickles.
Order up.
Half-price Sonic cheeseburgers every Tuesday night. Only when you order in the app.
Well, you're right. That actually fixed it. Thoughts on Ewan's performance? I think Ewan McGregor is just a highlight of Star Wars. I think he's fantastic. I actually like most of his movies. But his talent's just wasted in the Kenobi show. It really is. Which is a shame. He's a Prime Curious. That's a good point, but maybe there's a connection between her and Anakin. I don't know. That I can write off as something they're saving to the end. What Kojima game do you think will be here today? None. Maybe I'll turn that on at some point again, Kane, but that's very sweet. Don't worry about it, man. They also used Hayden as promo, but we haven't seen him, like, at all. Well, I mean, he is Vader. Like, every time they show, like, fucked up Vader, that's Hayden. Isn't he? Doesn't he play fucked up Vader? He's not usually in the suit. From what I understand, there's 2 stand-ins that usually are in the suit. But when it's like fucked up Vader, it is Hayden. There's the Prime Seoff, and the resub Nico, and the Bits Morgoth. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they were going to do like flashbacks or show like a little more of some of the adventures they went on like Clone Wars did. I thought it'd like build on their relationship and how close they were, but they haven't touched it at all. These are the Bits Dorko, Lelouch, and Frankie in the Prime YY. Oh yeah, what is One Piece Odyssey? That's their upcoming One Piece game, right? Is it like the other one they did? The, what are they called? Musos? Dynasty Warrior type games? There's a Prime Connor and the resub Solo Terran. The Prime Queen and Shepard. And the Tier 1 Shane. It's an RPG. Turn-based RPG. Oh yeah, I like turn-based. Thanks for resub, Jesse. And the Prime People. The Prime Genghis. And resub Retro. Oh, someone asked me earlier things I'm hoping to see. Besides Silk Song, and besides KOTOR Remake, Scorn. I would love to see like a little bit more from Scorn.
And here we go. Hello, everybody.
everybody. I'm Jeff Keighley, and this is Summer Game Fest, a live showcase of what's next in the wide, wide world of video games. We are live here in Los Angeles, and whether you're streaming from home or watching inside an IMAX theater, welcome to our showcase.
They're in
event.
IMAX?
Over the
Let's
next
go, Jeff.
2 hours, we'll give you updates on the games you
Oh, is it
love,
still quiet?
be joined by special developer guests, and yes, have a few surprises along the way, too. Now, what I
Tier 1.
love about this show
Music
is
Lab.
it's a true cross-industry showcase. Whether you play on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Switch, or mobile, we'll have games for you. It doesn't matter your platform of choice. We're all here to come together as one community that simply loves the art of amazing video games. The biggest franchises in the industry are here, like Call of Duty. You'll get introduced to exciting new worlds and new teams, and we'll make room for small independent developers who we think deserve the spotlight too.
Hey, I'm
If we
on
do this
board.
Right, hopefully you'll
Let me see
discover
'em.
a few new games to put on your wish lists. And even if you don't get every announcement that you desire, and let's face it, you're not going to get everything today, but
Hey,
we've got
no,
a
don't tell me
lot
that.
of great stuff. So let's get started. Over 30 years ago, Capcom
Oh,
Street
coming out
Fighter
with
hit
Street
arcades,
Fighter.
and ever since, this legendary Japanese
it
fighting
Prime?
game series
Fold,
has continued to
resub
evolve. Street
Kiza,
Fighter
and resub
6 is
Kane.
coming in 2023, and right now, we're excited to officially confirm a character coming to the game and
Jeff
showing
Keighley's in the game.
exclusive first gameplay footage. Enjoy.
Jeff Keighley, downloadable fighter. Thanks, resub Kyle.
You won't know what hit you.
Let me have some fun.
Let's get this mission started.
Hey, Guile. He had the best theme in old Street Fighter games. Hasn't the whole roster been leaked already, though? So people knew Guile was gonna be here?
Sights.
Yeah. Nice.
Neutralized.
Exit Prime, Warframe, Boozy, and the resub Joe and Kyle.
Time to end this. Fire. Double. Summon. I'm just on another level.
Nice. Dude looks like an anime lawyer character buffed up. The fuck does an anime lawyer look like? That's so specific. I feel like he watched like an anime that had a lawyer that
Alright,
looked like that and
next,
assumed that it's a
time for
generic one.
Brand new game announcement here at Summer Game Fest.
Resub Lance,
Check
resub Kane.
this out.
I mean, yeah, I guess just the Ace Attorney, but who else?
Sergeant Leo Alvarez of the CM Leth Recon Squad. Our mission was to enter the Tantalus base, locate the ComSat relay, and bring it back online. We found the relay, but there was a problem.
Get that door closed now, Private. Close that gate. Nothing gets in here. Ray didn't make it.
I don't think it's Callisto. It's gonna be like an Aliens game.
Willis, take the lead.
Absolutely Aliens. Oh, he's even using a smart gun.
This ain't good. What we found was a new kind of evil. And it found us first.
Imagine it's Colonial Marines too.
This wasn't human.
Retreat! Retreat! Willis! Open fire! Go! 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 Alvarez! Through that door!
Thank you, resub. Good shit and run.
I don't know what I saw in there. But I know when I close my eyes, I still see it. Now everyone's dead. And someone needs to know.
That looks good. Has this been announced before? It's the first I've heard of a new Aliens game. I turned my head for a second. Was that top down? I only caught a glimpse because I looked at chat.
Aliens Dark Descent, and it's coming in
Oh, son of a
2023
bitch.
console and PC.
Oh.
Next, 2 years ago
He's a
at the
prime
Game
zombie
Awards,
and
we
Ghost.
revealed the Callisto
Rough.
Protocol.
I don't really like
from
top
the
down.
creative forces behind the Dead Space franchise. Today, I am thrilled to get to show you the first raw gameplay alongside its creator, Glenn Schofield. But first, here's the quote-unquote Schofield cut of the brand new trailer with a little more gore.
Thanks to Prime Eichmann and Bits Limini. It's basically E3 Wizlord.
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the Dead Moon? Dead. Just like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of that wreck. So whatever you're holding on to right there, that's your old life.
Thank you
Gotta
for 5
let
subs,
that
kid.
go.
The resub gem.
Because your new life is entirely in my
I hope the
hands.
extended trailer here has like gameplay.
I'm just
I'd be
trying
very
to
curious to
give
see
you
it.
a chance at rebirth.
There's a Prime Goose in Hero.
I just love that last part. Gives me chills every time.
Was this in the last trailer? I don't think so. Maybe I just don't remember. It even has the Dead Space stomping. I would have remembered that. This is definitely new.
Welcome to your new
God damn. I mean, extended by like 20 seconds, but still, that looks good. I'm excited. Anything Dead Space adjacent's cool to me, so I'm down. Thanks, resub Alabama, Town, and the Prime Strike. Resub JFS.
That's right. We know what you wanted to see. And joining me now, Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance. Glenn, first of all, congratulations. This game looks absolutely incredible. And I got to say, the fact that you have built this team, this studio, new IP, shipping this December, all in COVID, blows me away. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having us. I really.
I'm glad they
appreciate
announced it so close to release. I always
for a
appreciate
second, Just
that.
give me a second. You know, I want to thank you for all you've done for the game industry all these years, man. I think I've known you like 16, 17 years now, and you've been an ambassador. You've amplified new games, new studios, and I just wanted to thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
Yeah, I know.
I appreciate
Oh,
that.
this is
Thank
so
you
fucking
much.
wholesome.
And yeah, it's so fun to do these shows and to show this game. So people saw the trailer, but what I'm so excited today is that you just brought a raw gameplay sequence. This game is in development, and people are going to be blown away, I think, when they see it. But tell us a bit about what are we
Maybe
going to
some
see
studied,
today?
Yeah, we got a
nasty,
couple
square,
minutes
and poop.
of, like you said, like raw gameplay. It's 2 segments in the first half of the game. One is a med bay, another one is a power station, and you're going to see some new enemies, some brutality, some just about everything. We're showcasing a new weapon called the Grip.
Okay.
It's like a gravity gun, but it picks up the enemies and it shoves them into giant fans. It rips them apart. It's great. And then check out the nice ending.
Dead Space had something similar.
We usually
But it was usually just body
main
parts,
character
limbs.
Jacob, and in a very
Or
unique
items.
way. And just for a second, I want to thank the team, man. Like you said, through COVID, through everything else, the dedication, the hard work, you guys are amazing. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, Glenn, I got to say, again, what you guys are shipping this
Gives you
year,
some square in
this looks
space.
like a world-class next-gen game. It's rare that teams are bringing something out like this year, and
This guy made
let's
the
look to
first
put a
Dead Space.
sweep
Yeah, I
for
know.
Glenn Schofield, striking
Which
distance.
I
Here
think
it
is great.
the first gameplay of the Callisto Protocol.
I'm happy he's making something Dead Space related, inspired. Because there's still really nothing like Dead Space. 3 fumbled the bag. Hopefully it didn't work on 3, but Dead Space 1 and 2 are incredible. There's the resub Bullet and Steven. Okay, so it's pretty similar to Status. Or, Stasis. Callisto credits. That's cute. Stomp is back. I always appreciate a modern game that goes back to roots of what older games did with like actual dismemberment. Take for example Back for Blood. It couldn't even do what the first Left 4 Dead did. There's so many corners that are cut for detail that they just leave detail behind like that. So seeing them being able to shoot off limbs already is great. Good shit.
Oh my god. That just happened. All right, moving on. This October, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 arrives. Infinity Ward is once again returning to its roots for a modern-day action game, and today we're about to show you the world premiere of its gameplay with a level playthrough.
I can't
Tell us
even
more.
imagine
Let's
what the
head to
gameplay is
Long
going to look
Beach
like
check
for this
in
one.
with Johanna Ferris, the head of Call of Duty.
Thanks to the resub Milligram, PogChamp, and Flinty.
Hi everyone. In
Give sub
2019,
Kane.
Modern Warfare changed everything. And on October 28th, we usher in a new era of Call of Duty with the launch of Modern Warfare 2. We are back, we are bigger, and we are bringing the entire team. Price, Gaz, Soap, Alejandro, and of course, Ghost. We needed a stage big enough to debut Call of Duty in a whole new way, inspired by the world we're about to enter. Oil rigs, cargo ships, and staggering odds are just the beginning. Here is Modern Warfare 2.
In order to celebrate Modern Warfare 2's size and scale, we decided to make a real coup and overthrow a government. So they rented out that giant fucking ship just for that one segment?
That's our target. Shadows 1 and 2. Push to your hook point. Let's invite ourselves in.
All station ship is visual.
Copy. Press for assault. Stay on comm.
Was it a remake? No, it's a sequel to the 2019 reboot.
Be ready for anything. This could be a trap.
Actual, we're set.
Copy. Get to work.
Good hook. Up and at him.
Is the resub Shadosis?
All Shadows, the missile is on this platform. I want full containment. You've got 3 AQ internal. 2-1, making entry.
So, cut right clear through.
So many people mad about COD. I don't think anyone's mad about it, just uninterested. Which they have every right to be. I mean, it's... You know, it's COD. You've seen one trailer, you've seen one gameplay preview, you've seen them all, really.
Coming out.
Shadow 1, moving to the southeast stairwell. Scorers, right side.
If you like COD, you'll like this. If you don't like COD, it's not gonna sell you on it. Is there resub Gianna?
Balcony door undone.
Ghost, we're moving to the main deck. What's your status?
Boarding the ship with Shadow 3 now.
Is there resub Pancake? Whoa!
Rush out.
We need to move fast. All Shadows, force out. I want eyes on that container now.
2 copies, moving.
We gotta roll.
Shadow 1, Ghost. Visual on flares coming from the ring. What's your status, over? Ghost, they're signaling the ship. They're gonna launch that missile.
It's first stage.
Thanks, the resub Soft.
All Shadows, missile is on the helipad.
Are you gonna do something new? It's just gonna be the same COD formula, I'm pretty sure. There's just not a whole lot Call of Duty can do, man. It's just kind of always gonna be the same. They tried other things like with Advanced Warfare, but it didn't go very well. They weren't very good at it. Bring out 2 pro teams and let them play for money. That's really not a bad idea to show off the multiplayer. Instead of giving it to a game journalist to make it look like shit, just let the pros play it. It'd be free well, it wouldn't be free. It'd be good advertising for the game, for the people who just care about multiplayer, which is most Call of Duty fans.
Actual, this is Shadow 1. Rig is secure. Moving on the container now.
Roger that. Confirm when the objective is neutralized.
Open.
Where are the controls?
We've been pranked.
Ship. Actual, we got a problem. Missile is armed. Controls are somewhere on the ship.
You have your orders, son. Stop that launch.
Let's go, let's move out. Go! This is Zero 1, back in the water, inbound to your position.
Solid copy. We're taking effective fire.
Do you like this story from 2019 Modern Warfare?
We're on deck. We push to the
I don't remember it. I prefer the original Modern Warfare story. That one I remember. And Modern Warfare 2 also actually had a good campaign. The ending to that was so fucking hype.
Let's have ourselves a gunfight. Missile controls are on the bridge. Have to stop the launch.
I think the Prime Flood and the resub Jokey.
Alejandro, maintain overwatch from the rig. We're forcing up. Copy that.
I'm gonna give sub Ronin.
Reloading. They're forcing up.
Oh, leaning. It would be kind of cool if Modern Warfare 2 here had free leaning, but it's going to be the same as it was in fucking Vanguard and everything else, where it's only against cover. Because I really like the lean mechanic in Siege and shit. I don't know if it really fit Call of Duty, though.
Entry on the third. We have to get to that door. Check your corner. Watch the container. X-ray down.
Goddamn. I feel like I'm watching a full Let's Play episode here. Jesus. They're really going hard here. They're showing the whole thing.
This is one. We're pushing towards the entry now. Copy that.
Whoa!
They closed off the bridge entry.
Exit Prime small.
The jacket will blow the door.
Visual on bridge entry.
Check it. Controls are internal. Alright, stand back. This is Shadow 1 going explosive on bridge entry.
Thank you, Subcane. It's just the same thing as always, Daniel. If you like Call of Duty, you'll like this. No doubt.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Thanks, you, Sub Ronin.
That's what we're talking about. And joining us now, up from Long Beach, Johanna, great to see you. How's everything?
It's great. Thanks.
Great to have you with us, and also Jeff from Infinity Ward. So we saw the first gameplay. Thanks for that extended
Don't you
sequence.
say a
Looks
fucking thing.
incredible. Jeff, tell us a bit about that mission. Where is that set in the game? What are we seeing there?
Absolutely. So first of all, we're really excited to welcome back Captain John Price and Gaz Garrick. You know, they're not actually in what we just saw today, but they're returning members from 141, and then the other two characters that you may recognize from the older franchise that we're reimagining are Simon Ghost Riley and of course Soap John McTavish. And then a couple other new characters in here that we're really excited that we got to create for this game. First, Commander Philip Graves and Mexican Special Forces Colonel Alejandro. And Alejandro, I gotta say, it's a character we're really excited about. He's a guy who's super capable and a guy who's just as important as Task Force 141. But as far as the level's concerned, you know, I got a shout out to IW. You know, this was a tremendous collaboration across all of the different disciplines. As you saw, everybody coming together, some really motivated devs here. And, you know, you saw the wind and the animations and the awesome sound design. And of course, our new water tech, which is actually pushing the boat in different directions. It's creating a physically dynamic environment, allowing for the cover you were seeing. In certain cases, you could be behind cover, and then suddenly that cover would shift and leave you exposed, but it also leaves the enemy exposed, creating this emergent gameplay.
Havoc in the Prime.
So, again, I'm very excited.
Octaval.
Just can't wait. I'm so excited that we get to show it off today.
And that's just a hint of where things are going to go. Johanna, tell us a bit about Call of Duty overall. Modern Warfare 2, obviously, you know, we're so excited that it's back this year, but you've got lots going on across Call of Duty.
Who's your favorite chipmunk? Bro, I don't even remember him.
Yeah, we,
I know
first
Alton.
of all, thanks for having us here. We're just so excited for October 28th. It's such a big moment, not just for Modern Warfare 2 and everything that Jeff and the team at Infinity Ward have built, but it really marks this step change, what we're calling a transformational moment for the entire franchise. You're going to see incredible rendering, incredible graphics, all the things just within the game itself, built all on one shared engine now across Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 going forward. Of course, there's a lot of chatter and interest about the new Warzone experience. We're affectionately calling it Warzone 2.0. There will be a standalone experience of Warzone for current existing players as well. So we're going to sort of feed the entire community there. But all eyes on the 28th. And again, I think the collaboration has just been incredible. Everybody's so excited for Task Force 141. Warzone coming to mobile as well for players on the go.
Oh, shit.
We're on Steam, as you know. I mean, so it's just a big moment, and there's going to be a lot more to come in the months to follow.
Well, before we leave, we got to ask a little bit about Warzone 2. I know we just, we're showing gameplay here on this, but can you tell us anything? There was a little bit. It seems like there was a little bit of a tease maybe in the trailer yesterday.
Yeah, when we're seeing that from the community, we love when the fans can pick up some things, some chatter about maybe seeing high-rise and other elements. But we will get into the details of Warzone 2.0 for sure. It will be an extension of the Modern Warfare 2 universe. Yeah. So all the more reason why we think this game, this moment.
Man, I just don't give a fuck about Call of Duty. I think it's great news for people that like Call of Duty. It's just not for me. I'll play it, give it a chance, give it a whirl. Always do.
We're in position. We're really excited.
All right, well, we're looking forward to October. Thanks so much.
Just
for
not really like
the gameplay, Call of Duty, Modern
huge
Warfare
expectations for it.
All right, well, we've got lots more Summer Game Fest
still
to go, and now it's
and
time to
Hursty.
announce a classic PC gaming franchise is coming back with a sequel over 30
How many
years after
gigabytes
its
do you think this
first
will be?
release.
120 or
I
150?
loved this game when I was
This is
growing
absolutely
up,
going to be a
so
150
I'm
gigabyte
honored
game.
to share this very first look.
Vanguard was 110, I think. That's definitely going to be 150. Oh, is this Another Life? I think it's called Another Life. The old DOS box. I might be way off. Another World. Another World. Oh. Yeah, I don't know that. Exit Prime, big booty.
All right, let's turn back time. Back in 2017, we announced Witchfire at the Game Awards. Almost 5 years later, I am so excited. The team at the Astronauts in Poland has put together an in-depth look at the gameplay of this dark fantasy first-person shooter, which will enter early access soon.
Ooh.
I am so excited to play this, and I bet you
There was a lot I didn't really like to hear there, especially the early access component at the very end of a 5-year development cycle. Exerisa Meister in Prime Meatsoft. Yeah, I don't recognize this. I've seen every single game conference. So I would have seen this in 2017. This does not ring any bells. Maybe the tier 1. 80s. Whoa! Here's the Prime Zip. Still haven't seen the new Top Gun yet. I'll probably just see it when it comes to streaming services.
Okay, next up comes an ambitious new game from a new independent studio in Europe, starring some very familiar names. Enjoy this world premiere new game announcement.
Hey, where's that guy that said there will be no video games announced? Bet you feel real silly right now.
Officer Taylor, Medlog 29. Today, I can't believe what I saw.
Here's the Prime Zadoran, the resubcoder.
Solace, everything okay in there?
Oh.
Something is going on here. And I need to find out what it is.
I have no idea what kind of game that is, but visually looked cool.
That's something brand new, and look who it is. Troy and Roger in person. Guys, this is so fun, the fact that you're working on a game together. What a cool team up. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
I got to ask you guys, who are your characters in this game?
Well, I get to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed at this base, Fort Solace. And it's the epicenter of this mystery that we'll discover and uncover as we go through the game. And of course, my character will be at times in opposition with Roger's character.
The battle we've been waiting to see.
Every once in a yeah. Oh, man. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. And by the way, Jeff, this looks awesome, man.
Yeah,
It's so great to be here. Thanks for having us.
So what kind of game is it?
Another game. I mean, it's feel like this is your first game since Red Dead 2.
One of the first major ones for a while. And I play a character by the name of Jack Leary. He's a maintenance engineer on a remote Martian mining post.
Okay.
His job is to make sure that none of the equipment breaks down while it's on their graveyard shift. The graveyard shift meaning Mars and Earth are really far apart from each other and their orbits around the sun. So help is not a simple call away.
I gotta ask, I think a lot of people will see this thing and they'll probably wonder, it's a new team, right? Independent studio in Europe that's making this, but with huge production values. I'm curious,
yeah, the game looked good visually.
Tell us a bit about the background.
I will say that 2020 to me was the most impactful year for games. It was the first, obviously we had this unprecedented event with the pandemic, and that forced the way that we looked at everything as a society, but also the way this industry functioned. But it was also brand new consoles. We had more tools that were being made available that were leveling the playing field between the AAA studios and the indie studios or the AAA studios. And so, just like anybody else, we got reached out. James Tinsdale with this brand new studio said, we'd like for you to consider being a part of this game. And he walked me through a very brief description of what the experience was going to be like. And in the very beginning, he said, we want this to feel, it's a tight thriller. We want it to feel like Dead Space meets Duncan Jones' Moon. And I was like, sign me up. I'm into that, absolutely.
And
I don't know that one.
Performance capture and everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. New studio, brand new energy, and of course, I get to work with one of the best in the business.
And me.
I get the privilege
Who's the other?
getting to
You
see
get to
this
work with
guy
one of the
and
only
watch
in the
him
business.
action.
Troy Baker has a
I loved-
monopoly on
I
every main
loved
character
the
ever.
Challenges and all the new innovations that this medium provides to performers. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. I think it's going to knock
I
your
guess I've
socks
seen
off.
some of the behind the scenes and the performance capture, Unreal Engine 5. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Can you give us a hint about the gameplay? What are we going to do in this?
Is
Yeah,
the
the
resub
verbs are always
Formidable
important.
and
So
Emerald?
we're going to let the game speak for itself. We'll be showing you more later on. But this is a game where you as the player, you're going to be exploring, you're going to be discovering. Like we said, it's a very tight thriller. So you're moving very fast-paced through this world. There'll be multiple locations, multiple ways for you to traverse, which we're excited to show you about. And then the narrative is a huge element to this. They didn't waste any resources on the performance for sure. I got to tell one quick story, if I can. It was one of our favorite moments. There is a lot of action in this game, and that was at the forefront of this. And to speak to the performance capture aspect, we brought in an incredible, I got to give him a shout out to Nathaniel, our stunt coordinator, who walked us through and really approached this in a completely different way than anything I've ever done before. And he says, I want to know the story of this fight. And so Roger and I sat down. We said, these are who our characters are. And he goes, give me 1 hour and I will come back to you with the story of this fight. And after an hour, he comes to us and he goes, it was like a recovery program. It was 12 steps.
You're going to be using Wing Chun against each other.
Incredible fight.
And we're using wires.
About halfway through it, I started tuning him out. And I was like, hey, man, I just want to let you know I've got no ego about this, but I can do a lot of things, but I can't do this. And he grabbed me by my shoulders and he says, oh, you can. You will. And it's going to be glorious.
And we did.
And we
it's
did.
Like a dance. There was a lot of trust, and it worked out.
Yeah, I mean,
we're
big,
excited
big
about
stunts. I mean, this is so cool to see. It's an independent studio doing this, teaming up with you guys. We can't wait to see more. Troy, Roger, thanks for joining us here.
Happy to be here.
Summer Game
Thank
Fest.
you.
All right, appreciate it very much, guys.
To me, it sounds like
keeping
it's
up with the space theme, it's time to world premiere
like
very
a
exciting
walking
new game
simulator
which will feature
type
a
story
musical
game, which I'm
score
usually
by
fine with if the
industry
story is
legend
good.
Mick Gordon. This one is going to grab you.
Didn't really address
We
the
are so
gameplay
honored
question.
to debut it.
Probably like Soma. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Something like Soma. There's a Prognosis and the Recent Stales. Blow me away, Mick. There's the resub Husky and Shoe. Oh. Seems fine to me. Not a whole lot there to go off
that
of.
was routine coming to Xbox and PC. It was first announced a decade ago and is now officially back. I can't wait to see more. Now it's time to check in with a very special guest who's been in his fair share of video games, including most recently Fortnite as the founder.
The Rock!
Dwayne Johnson,
Yo!
welcome to Summer Game Fest.
It's The
How are you?
Rock!
What's up, everybody? And what's up, Jeff? And what is up to the Summer
Second
Game
he said
Fest
Fortnite, I knew it.
live streaming right now around the world and everybody inside the epic IMAX theaters. Dwayne Johnson here, coming at you from my Iron Paradise, the very hot and sweaty and smelly Iron Paradise, powered by, of course, Zoa Energy, the #1 fastest growing energy drink in the game. You guys know me by a lot of nicknames.
All right.
Rock, La Roca in Spanish. Uncle
Foundation.
Handsome, sexiest man alive. Big drink energy. Always room for a cheesy joke. There's always room for the extra large cheese pizza, especially when I'm delivering, and I deliver them often. You guys also know me as the greatest.
Bro, we all know you. What's up?
Surprise in gaming that happened. You know me.
What's coming from games here?
And I got to tell you guys, #1, thank you so much for the crazy response of me becoming the foundation. But also, I got to say that I've had such a pleasure working with Epic Games and the teams over there, and we cannot wait to show you what we have in store for the future. And speaking of the future, in the future, you will also know me as Black Adam. Black Adam.
True.
Has millions
That trailer
of you
just
around
dropped.
the world who know the Black Adam mythology. He is ruthless. He is unstoppable. And for those who
use of
don't,
Robert
I always
in
like to say
retro.
a quick tutorial is this.
Prime Valkyrie.
Black Adam has the powers of Superman, but the only difference, well, there's a few differences, but one of the biggest differences is Superman's weakness is magic, and Black Adam's, one of his superpowers, is magic. So you do the math.
Black Adam has the superpowers of
October
Shazam, doesn't he?
21st, I cannot
What
wait
chat
for you
told
guys
me.
to see Black Adam around the world in theaters only. And you guys will finally see the hierarchy of power in the DC universe change. It has been an honor to become Black Adam, and it is a role that's in my DNA and that I was born to play. I was born to play the Man in Black, and I'm honored to show it to you guys on October 21st. So until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay focused, keep having fun, keep kicking ass, enjoy your gaming, and I'll see you down the road.
I'll see you in Fortnite Season 8, Rock. We have to stop Geno. Geno's still out there. Don't forget.
Nothing but heartache.
I was a slave until I died. Then
Thanks, Yusuf Kinjo, and the Prime Cease, and Falcon. The resub Daymare.
now I kneel before no one.
Not a game though? Yeah, but he's in Fortnite. He's like the main character of Fortnite now. Have you not been paying attention, bro? Him and Jonesy are the last line of defense against Geno and Sloan. And you may have missed it, but when I saved Fortnite last week, him and Jonesy went into the rift directly to Geno's house.
Did he just catch a rocket? He got a rocket.
Why do you know so much about Fortnite? I absolutely don't. I just pretend I do, and it all sounds like it's plausible because Fortnite is so full of crazy lore. What stood out to you the most so far? I mean, Callisto Protocol, but we already knew about that game. If you're talking about, like, reveals, I think the only, like, reveal so far is the Troy Baker one. I already forgot the name of it. Whichever one that was. Fort Solace, yeah, Fort Solace. This looks cool, but I know it's for a game that's probably already out, like Outriders or some shit, and I know it's not good. But this trailer's pretty hype. I called it. I knew there was no chance that was a new game announcement there. I did not like Outriders. Oh, did it already say Outriders? I didn't see that. Oh. I felt like fucking genius there for a second. I wish it was a new game. I wish Outriders was good. Oh, these guys are about to fall. There's your sub Jordan. That's so cute. They finally added the map creator, didn't they?
That
That's
was
pretty
so
cool.
fun to see Courage and Ray.
Hey, what's up with the names? Can I finally have a name in the game instead of just a generic placeholder?
June 21st across all platforms.
It's been like a year and a half.
Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. All right, back to another
Do you
new
miss the
game
first
announcement.
week of
We're
Fall
gonna announce
Guys?
a
Bro, Fall
brand
Guys
new
was so
game
fun.
and universe from a new team of legendary developers. Check this out.
Surely it still is. It's just still... Wait, that's not true, I guess. I played it, what, 3 months ago? And it was still fun because there was new games, but the problem is it just gets so stale playing the same ones over and over and over and over. Which is why they need the map creator. Which they're finally adding.
Discovery, this is Command. Storm's in your way. Prepare for extraction.
Signal's breaking up. Command, I'll do one last scan. See you soon. Over. Okay, hurry. Now we're talking. Command, I may be onto something.
Whoa! It stole the crystal.
I have it, Command. Repeat, I have it. Mission accomplished.
Thanks, Resub Zazius.
Hang tight, Doc. I've got this.
No! Getting our ass beat. Nice, way to turn it around.
Glad you could make it.
We gotta move. Now. There's a storm coming. And hell's coming with it.
Nice. So what kind of game is it? Is it RTS? It is actually RTS? Cool.
There you have it. Tim, congratulations. Stormgate is real. We have a name and some details. So, first of all, congratulations on this announcement. We're so excited about the return of RTS, brand new franchise. What is a Stormgate, though?
All right, so Stormgates are portals that open during a massive solar storm that unleash the infernal host on future Earth.
Okay. And we saw some hints of some I mean, you know, you guys coming from Blizzard and StarCraft, everyone wants to know about races. You know, tell us about the sides in this RTS game.
Yeah, we're unveiling our first 2 factions today, but there will be more. So the Human Resistance, and we saw an archaeologist from the Human Resistance in that intro cinematic, and then also the Infernal Hosts, who are these demon-like monsters who come from another world.
I think one thing everyone wants to know about, especially your background pedigree of the team, of, you know, where do you want to push the RTS genre? It's something we've all loved for decades, but, you know, opportunity for a lot of innovation. I know you're going to show us, I think, some hints of where you're going to go image-wise.
I'd like to see gameplay. I used to love RTS.
Engine, but any sense of what
Is
you
it
want
like
to
Halo
do for the
Wars?
gameplay in this game?
Absolutely. But the first thing I want to say is we are very consciously trying to stay true to what players already love about RTS. Where we're really trying to push the genre and be innovative. First off, approachability. For one thing, we're free to play, but no pay to win.
Spiritual
no
Blizzard
NFTs,
RTS?
nothing like
Hey,
that.
I like StarCraft
just
too.
To lower that barrier to entry to get
Sounds good to
players
me.
in. But we're also really trying to be a lot more social. So you'll be able to play the campaign cooperatively. We've got 3-player open-ended co-op, and we've even got 3 versus 3 for competitive multiplayer. But of course, we've also still got 1v1 competitive.
And as a little surprise, I think we've got some first kind of work-in-progress images from the game, right?
Yeah, these are still very much still being worked on, but some shots of actual assets that we're building in Unreal Engine 5.
Wow, well, I love it. 2023, you said, for the beta, so people can sign up now, get ready, and I'm just so thrilled that there is a brand new RTS franchise coming from you guys and your background and what you did, at Blizzard and StarCraft. We're so excited about this team.
You're so wicked in
thank you so
GPU.
much for giving us your announcement today on Summer Game Fest.
Thank you so much for having us here. Really great.
Awesome. All right, Frost Giants, Stormgate, keep an eye out for it. Now it's time for another indie game announcement that I'm excited to share with you. High Water. Check this one out.
Good morning, High Water dwellers. High Water Pirate Radio, keeping you in the know with our flow.
I like StarCraft too, so if it's anything like that, I'll probably enjoy it.
Alphaville elites are planning
We'll
to
see.
evacuate to Mars. True or not,
Nothing to go off of yet.
Deny is that the world ended on a sunny day.
Dude's actually a really good host. Bro, it's Jeff Keighley. He is the video game host. He's a great host. Never seen Jeff before? Guy's great. This reminds me of that The Rock movie, San Andreas, where they take a little dinghy through the city.
What a breathtaking trailer. High Water is an adventure strategy game set in a world ravaged by extreme climate change. Now, speaking of the
No
world
such
around
thing
us,
as climate
the
change.
conflict in Ukraine is not
But it's
far
just a
from
game.
anyone's
Nothing
mind.
wrong with a little
It's impacting the
fantasy.
development of games, including replaced from Sad
Climate
Cat
change
Studios,
was
a
started
Belarusian
by the
studio with devs
reptilians.
from Belarus and Ukraine. The team had long hoped to reveal a new trailer here today, but were understandably unable to complete it in time. Guys, I just want to say we're thinking of you and all the developers impacted by the conflict and hope to be able to share your work at a future show. All right, our next game is an official selection of the Tribeca Games Festival. It's American Arcadia, where you play Trevor, whose life is being televised with the viewing population constantly voting you up or down. When you become unpopular, you need to start
That's a
running
cute
for
idea.
your life. Check this out.
I like that. It's not the most unique premise ever, but it's just a cute idea for a game. I like that.
Picture a city where technology and science go hand in hand with fun and
It's
entertainment.
Truman Show did it the biggest, but it's a concept that's been around for a minute.
Elijah Walton
There's even a
had
Japanese
dream
game show
to
called
build the city of tomorrow.
Susunu Den Pashonen,
That
which
dream
tortured a man with the
is
same
now
concept.
A reality, and that city is Arcadia. A 43-square-mile metropolis where each and every citizen enjoys a life of luxury and comfort. Broadcast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on every digital platform. American Arcadia.
Woo!
Control. Subject on the run on camera 4025. Interrupt broadcast immediately.
Get the fuck out of there! This game seems cute.
Listen to me. We can't allow Trevor Hills to escape under any circumstances.
Trevor. Trevor, can you hear me? Be careful and don't make a sound. Don't worry. I'm going to get you out of there.
That looks fine to me. I think that one looks pretty creative.
Apparently we've made it to the beach. Next up is a sequel we've all been
Resub Kane,
anticipating
resub
for
Fredo.
a long time. There's Trouble
Phoenix
in
and the
Paradise.
Prime Bill
Watch
and
out.
Gibbs.
You don't want to get bitten. After many years of rumors, we finally get an update on this much anticipated sequel.
Sounds promising. Ah, it's Goat Simulator. Chat kept saying Dead Island 2, and I half believed it. I was like, yeah, it could be Dead Island 2. Wait, what? Was there a Goat Simulator 2, or is that the joke?
There you have it. That was Goat Simulator 3, and it's coming later this year to the Epic Games Store. Now, last year, Marvel and 2K announced
I'm just gonna
Marvel's
look it up.
Midnight
Chat's
Suns,
back and forth on if it's a joke or if there actually was a 2.
Firaxis Games, the studio
Let's
behind
see.
XCOM and Civilizations. Heroes from the Avengers and X-Men crossover
Yeah, that's the
with
joke.
supernatural
There's no
ones
2.
like Blade and Ghost Rider for a battle against Lilith, the mother of demons. Today, we've got to look at some new folks set to join the battle.
Is this the Ultimate Alliance looking game?
This world has no hope under your watch.
There's a Prime Wolfpack and lasagna.
Surrender your pain to me, and I will make you whole once more.
It's a card game? I don't think it. No, I don't think so.
There, my sweet child. Mother won't hurt you.
Typical Parker luck. I'm gonna need some backup.
Thanks for your sub, Wendigo. Nice. Oh. Alright. So what kind of game is it, man? I think this is the Ultimate Alliance kind of game, right? Because they have like 2 different ones.
Counting on you again, old friend.
It's the XCOM one? Okay. So it's the tactics one.
That used to always work. Well, it did that one time.
That was Midnight Suns, and now we're moving on to the wonderful world of Cuphead, the delicious last course.
Let's go,
Can you believe that
Cuphead!
We're only a couple weeks away from playing the delicious
Yeah, it comes out end of the month.
DLC. You see how they did that for Cuphead. Joining me now is Maya Maldenhauer from Studio MDHR. So first of all, Maya, it's really coming?
It's really coming June 30th on all major platforms. We are thrilled.
Well, I'm so thrilled, too, that I think all the fans can't believe that this is here. And I've been lucky enough to play this actually on my Steam Deck last week, and you guys gave me a copy.
A bit of a flex.
People are not going to be ready for how amazing this looks and the backgrounds and what you guys have done. I feel like you've amped up, obviously, the gameplay. It's difficult, as we would expect, but the visual look, you guys have taken it even to the next level, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah, we
Are
absolutely
you
did.
going to play it? Yeah, I recently replayed all of Cuphead.
Because we really honed our craft.
Just for this.
Took everything to the next level, from animation, the backgrounds,
I love Cuphead.
music, gameplay design, and of course our new playable character, Miss Chalice. I'm very proud of her.
Chalice is fun to play as, and even though this is a DLC, it feels like it's its own game inside of Cuphead in many ways.
It is, definitely.
Yeah, you just get on the island, and there you are off to this new territory, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's our biggest island yet. Super-sized bosses, lots of secrets to discover. Don't let any rock go unturned.
Yes, and lots of challenge ahead. Well, I know you brought. I know you don't want people to necessarily have too much spoiled about the game, but you brought a little something for people.
A little something, yeah. It's brand new gameplay footage of one of our new bosses, Mortimer Freeze. It takes place in an icy arena, and features some of my personal favorite attacks and transformations. We hope everyone enjoys it.
All right, let's check it out. Cuphead, the delicious last course.
Thanks, Prime.
Smile.
Babaloo. The Cuphead style is just so good. Looks a little too easy for me. Oh. Whoever was playing it was actually good. Thank God, for once.
Now, if you want even more Cuphead,
They did that
who
hit
doesn't,
list.
tomorrow we will show you an exclusive look at Season 2 of the Cuphead Show when I co-host Netflix's Geek Week,
As
which
you
will
said,
include
meth.
new show and game announcements. It streams at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's not all. There's more Summer Game Fest all weekend long. Coming up next is the Day of the Devs Indie Showcase with IM8-Bit and Double Fine, then Devolver's Marketing Countdown to Marketing. Tomorrow, after Geek Week, there is the Epic Game Store Showcase at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern.
I still
News
haven't
on
watched the
Rocket
Cuphead
League
show.
And the Tribeca Game
I'm sure it's
Showcase.
good, though.
And
Sure it's
Sunday,
fine.
don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase with a look at the future of Xbox and Game Pass. Now we have some exciting news for Nintendo Switch and PC fans about Neon White, a game where you play an assassin from hell who slays demons for the chance to ascend to heaven.
All right.
We're called neons. Sinners plucked from hell to do God's dirty work. But I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven.
Seems fine.
Got 10 days here. New day, new mission from Almighty.
You think you can win me over by showering me with gifts? Good thinking.
Yeah, the no gun visual's a little weird. That's next week.
We've
Tier
shown you
1
lots
Grizzly.
of games
There's
today
some
made by
casual.
huge teams. Now it's time for a game made by a single father in Poland. Over the past year, he's brought on some help to bring his vision For a fast-paced
Oh,
action
I remember
game,
this.
Midnight
Wait, this thing
Fight
looked fucking
Express
hype
to
last
life.
time.
Let's take a look.
I remember this. Jeff Keighley showed it last year.
You know the saying. Get knocked down, get up again.
They showed this like right before or right after Sifu, if I remember correctly.
Time to rise up. Together. It's happening.
Charlie loves
Guys
top down?
actually
No,
been doing
you know I don't.
Well, I sat
But there are
inside,
exceptions.
so
I like
was
Hotline
outside.
Miami, for example.
Had the
And
sting
this game
of
looks good.
corruption all over me. You know who put it there? Nah, not him. Me. Well, I ain't wearing it anymore, and neither are you. Tonight, we wash this whole damn city down.
Looks like a mobile game with maxed out stats. Bro, everything looks like a mobile game now.
Such
Do you
a
know
cool
why?
game, and I'm happy
Because
to
mobile
announce that
games
a PC
have
demo
huge
of this
budgets
game is
now.
going live right now
Bro,
on
fucking
Steam.
Apex
It will be part
Mobile
of the
has more
Steam
game
Next
modes
Fest
and more
next
content than
week.
Apex
I really
on
want more
PC.
playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check it out. All right, joining me now is Megan from Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe. Megan, how you doing?
I'm so good. My fellow Canadian.
I know. We got like just happen to always have these Canadian teams on the show. I don't know how that works out, right?
It's okay.
We do. Well, we have a great connection. We've also done a lot with Warframe over the years, and I know right now anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right.
Hey.
I've seen people getting it, so
Yes.
it's very exciting. She's right there, loud and proud. Protea, 30 minutes for watching. Thank you for letting us kind of take over your special events category, but she is there and she is for you if you are properly linked up.
No, Warframe, you know, as I said, we've done a lot over the years. You guys have done incredible things with the game, and I know you have TennoCon coming up in July, which is your big kind of
Thanks to
event
Prime
of
Ellen
the year to reveal what's
and
next.
Caleb.
What can you tell us?
Well, I can't tell too much, but yeah, July 16th, 2022. It's a digital event again this year. Today, actually, we just launched
Do I like
the
Warframe?
digital
Yep,
items
I do
for
like
it, so you can
Warframe.
get some in-game goodies,
I stopped
some really cool
playing
cosmetics, some merch,
about
all
2
that
years
really great
ago
stuff
because I
went
just
live
fell
today.
behind and there's just
But
so
of
much
course,
to catch
the
up
reason I'm
on.
here is to, you know, kind
So it
of
just feels
debut.
daunting to
We have
start
our
again.
Tenno Live during TennoCon, which is our big reveal.
But I'll always
night,
appreciate the
and
game.
We usually do a little bit of a
I have like
gameplay, a little
400,
bit of a
500
demo,
hours in it.
and I think a lot of people can suspect what it might be, but I'm here to kind of confirm what it is that Tenno Live is going to show.
And what is that?
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're gonna get your first look at the Deviri Paradox.
Finally!
Finally, I know it's been a couple years, but Deviri Paradox is gonna be what Tenno Live is all about, and I'm so happy. The team worked really hard on the teaser you're about to see for it, and I'm just really proud and
Bicycle
excited
and
to
they're
show
sub
it.
obsessed.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here on Summer Game Fest. Let's take a look at that right now.
The gift sub. Sarah.
My child, my friend, what was done is done. New dangers, new choices await us now.
Never fully understood the Warframe lore.
Dream
But
of
god
who
damn it,
we
it's
were
pretty.
and of who we have become.
Is Warframe like Destiny? Not really. The only thing that's similar about it is the fact that it's like a live service game.
Next, it's time for a new look at Honkai Star Rail, an
And
upcoming
very, very,
open-world
very
space
grindy.
RPG.
But the
All
grinding
about
is
space
much more
today.
fun in
Genshin
Warframe than it is
Impact
in
studio
Destiny.
Hoyaverse across mobile and PC. This studio continues to deliver, and this new trailer reveals for the very first time a new and exotic realm players will be able to explore.
Listen. You are in a daze right now. You don't know who you are, why you're here. None of that matters. In the near future, you will encounter many perils. You will meet companions who treat you like family and embark on unimaginable adventures. Remember what you feel in this moment. As long as you know in your heart where you're heading, you will arrive at the end of the story.
This game's gonna be huge. All of their games are. This one's gonna be fucking massive.
That's the you I like.
Actually, I already said that. Sorry. That's gonna be doing billions in a week.
I have wine to soothe the souls of honored guests. Welcome aboard the Cienjo Lapu.
Quick text message.
And that's not all from Hoyoverse. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to Zenless Zone Zero, their next major new IP. It's a futuristic urban action game. I have to say, I'm blown away by what I've seen so far. It was announced a couple weeks ago, and it has the detail of Genshin Impact with a fast-paced action style. Here is the world premiere of a brand new look at Zenless's notable characters, armed enemies, and world of danger.
ZZZ gonna be so hype. I mean, they don't miss. All of their games are hits. Like, it's gonna be huge. This song's kind of going hard. Oh, is that still part of the trailer? I thought that was going to be like some kind of special announcement thing. Zenless Zone Zero hacks the Game Fest. It's out now.
Arcade games back in the day. Well, it's nearing the end of development, and the team wanted to use SGF as a way to reveal one exciting aspect of the game they've been keeping under wraps until now.
Free to play. Battle Royale. Oh, probably not. Let's go! Casey's here! Thank you, Prime Berserk. And the resub Zillow. Platformers suck. Do you think this is a platformer? How old are you? You don't know what a beat 'em up is? Seems fine. I'm not a big beat 'em up guy, so I probably won't play it. Here's some chunky. Thanks for Prime, Dexy. Oh, that's next week. This is Rogue Company. Super people. I need to stop looking at the chat. Did they show super people somewhere? It did? Son of a bitch. Every time I look at the chat, I miss the game name. Whatever. I still think it might be Rogue Company. Yeah, I know they just showed it again, but I still don't believe them. It could be like a Trojan horse kind of situation. Weird. A little misleading, using Rogue Company gameplay. Is it Prime? Kingston and Invincible in the resub floof.
How far will you push humankind?
I don't know, humankind's kind of cringe. I don't think I'll mess with it. Humans are just kind of yucky. Let humans do whatever they want. I've got bigger things to worry about.
Humankind allows
like
you to shape your
esports.
civilization by combining a multitude of historical civilizations from the ancient to the modern era. One Piece is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, and Bandai Namco is bringing the
Humankind is good. Oh, I didn't mean the game, I mean the species.
Video games
I haven't played the game.
One Piece Odyssey.
Talking about humans.
Monkey D. Luffy
It's fucking
and
cringe.
his crew of pirates are
They
off
eat
on their
shit and
next
sleep.
adventure. This trailer
Embarrassing.
reveals the setting, a mysterious island where Luffy and his Straw Hat crew become marooned in this exciting upcoming JRPG.
The Straw Hat Pirates journeying along the Grand Line.
見ろよ、あの島。でけえ塔がいっぱい立ってる。空に伸びてるあの光はなんだ。よし、面白そうだ。行ってみよう。
ちょっと待ってるし。変な形の積乱雲がすごい速度で増えてる。
こいつノックアップストリームだ。なんだありゃ。
I will say, I'm already immediately happy that it's finally a different kind of art style from normal, like, anime video games. Almost every single anime game uses the exact same copy and pasted art style. Without fail. So this already looks much better for me.
Filled with new encounters and hidden mysteries.
Oh, never mind. Wait.
Unravel the adventure
It might have just been that one section.
in an odyssey beyond imagination. One Piece Odyssey.
I'll play it. I don't like turn-based JRPGs, so I'll play it.
This August, Soul Hackers 2 from Atlas launches, and we've got
Soul
your
Hackers?
first listen to the English voice cast with this quick new look.
Man, I gotta pee real bad. Can you just do like another Call of Duty level so I can go pee real quick?
Ringo. Take my hand. You get one more chance to make things right.
Let's get some hyenas.
So that's our mission then, save the world.
With so many new games featured across SGF events, you might be wondering how to plan for your summer gaming dreams. NerdWallet can help you find the smartest credit card.
This is an ad. I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
At nerdwallet.com.
The Epic Mega Sale is going on right now. Save up to 75% off top PC titles with an additional 25% off eligible products. And it wouldn't be the Mega Sale without the free games vault, featuring Maneater. Be sure to claim your copy before the sale ends on June 16th. Tune into the Epic Games Store Twitch channel for our summer showcase on June 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're taking a look at new announcements and updates from PC titles heading to the store this year and beyond.
You nuts?
I did a little speed run. What'd I miss? Oh, it's Games Pass. Look at Bits Kane. You said you'd play One Piece? Yeah, One Piece Odyssey. Yeah, I'll play it.
You're gonna get hit with the unexpected.
That comes out tomorrow.
Battle League. In this no-holds-barred, soccer-ish sport, chaos reigns supreme. So prepare to do whatever it takes to claim victory. So much fun, it hurts. Mario Strikers Battle League, only on Nintendo Switch.
I love
Rated everyone 10 and up.
ads that are narrated like that. It reminds me of the old cartoon commercials from back in the day, like when you're on Cartoon Network. You get a commercial for like Yo-Yo Ball or something.
I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games where the music's really good, you feel compelled to move and shoot to the beat? But what if you had to? In Metal, the better you are at slaying to the beat, the more intense everything gets. And we have vocal performances from legendary artists like Serge Tankian from System of a Down. So while headbanging isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is live now on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation platforms, so go check it out and slay to the beat.
We looked at this the other day. It looks good. And I liked bullets per minute. What's it called? I can't remember the name. They just said it a minute ago and I already forgot. Metal Hellsinger. That's what it is. Yep. Metal Hellsinger. Is the resub Pegasus? Well, the game's not out, just the demo.
That one was Metal Hellsinger, coming later this year from Funcom, a rhythm shooter with metal music. And right now, as I mentioned, a demo has launched on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation for you to play for free. Next up, a new game launches tomorrow, The Quarry from Supermassive Games.
Don't remind me. I want to play it so badly, but I have to wait for Jackson.
And an all-star cast. It's getting great reviews.
Fucking hurts my feelings.
Binge-worthy teen horror entertainment experiences where your every choice shapes your story and determines who lives and who dies at a camp in upstate New York. Here's the first look at the launch trailer.
Family is the most important thing in the world. But if your whole family, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well.
I sent Jackson another text.
Hanging on the end of a rope. How can one person be expected to pull them all back out? You can't. So you pull on that rope and you're just going to fall right down to the bottom of the well with the rest of them. And what's the point of that?
What? There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole
God, I love these kind of games so much.
You have no idea what's going on here.
Why couldn't they just launch with the multiplayer?
All right, let's do this. Who should I call?
911.
Exit 01.
911? Who says 911?
You get some Papa.
Goodbye, cruel world.
We gotta get out. I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
This isn't a ghost story. It's a creature feature. It's really happening, and you're all in it.
This is gonna get a little messy.
Them's the rules, you noob.
Let me give sub Kane.
Back at the Game Awards, we were proud to reveal Nightingale, a shared world survival crafting game from Inflection Games up in Canada. Now it's time to give you a brand new look and deeper look at the game, including its innovative realm card system that lets you impact things like the weather pattern, resources, and challenges in its procedural realms. Here is your exclusive new look.
Thanks, Resub. Tatsuka?
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it. Given how fragile...
Yeah, just not my kind of genre.
I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources.
No, it's the shared world survival.
Beware though. Foul things lurk in the interrealmic void, waiting to get in. Be ready with your axe pick.
Thanks for the Prime, Nick. What was the last game called? Bro, I already forgot what game was before this. You talking about Metal Hellsinger? Oh, the quarry.
The shadows have offended. Think but this.
Exit Prime, Volp, and Noah.
All is mended.
The Saints are marching in on August 23rd.
Saints Row!
Saints Row that we revealed last year at
I'm not
Gamescom.
expecting much.
Today, we're happy to announce the launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and set up your character. And since it's Saints Row, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one.
What?
Check it out.
What the fuck? Why at all do that, though?
You gotta do
Just to
something
show the
to
character
capture people's
creator?
attention. So what do we build next?
Me.
The fuck you mean you don't expect much? Saints Row 4 was trash. Saints Row, Superhero 1 was trash. What was it, Gat Out of Hell? Saints Row 3, not good. Saints Row 2, fine. Saints Row 1, good. It's a franchise that has been constantly getting worse. So I don't expect much. Three was poggers. A lot of people liked 3 because it was so wacky, but I just didn't find it very fun. I thought 2 was probably, like, generally the best one, but 1's more nostalgic for me. He's a brand Ned. I'm actually surprised it's a super unpopular take. What, Saints Row has fans? Even if you're a huge Saints Row 3 fan, that came out, what, in 2011? It's been 11 years of shitty games. And the last one was, what, 6 years ago? And it was trash. The first 3 have a lot of fans. Well, yeah, 1 and 2 I think are good. I personally didn't care for 3. But yeah, I guess a lot of people
Next,
did.
we've got an exclusive first look at
But I think most people agree
gameplay
everything
of
after 3 is
Warhammer
horrible.
40K Darktide,
I didn't know that was
Fat Shark's
unpopular.
follow-up to the critically acclaimed Vermintide series. Darktide promises intense 4-player co-op action and terrifying enemy hordes to team up against. And it's out on September 13th for PC, on Steam, and exclusively on console on Xbox.
Please give some Kane.
Manufacturer of HL1736 is heading towards a power systems failure thanks to a bit of heretic sabotage. So you're going to restore the coolant and hopefully save the day. Get in, access the operations array, and use the cryonic rods to flush the system. Preferably before something explodes. Head on through the ventilation tunnels and look for an access point.
This way! Move it!
Set your data interrogators. If all goes well, we can unlock the system, prime the rods, and send them where they're needed. That's the first part done.
Is Warhammer in general any good? Oh, people love 40k. I never got into 40k, but I do still appreciate the universe. Thanks to Prime. Mika. And the bits Joey. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Warhammer games are mostly terrible. Disagreed. Vermintide slapped. People loved Vermintide.
Bloober Team is known for psychological horror games like Blair Witch and The Medium. Today, they are ready to reveal their latest creation.
Wrong, most Warhammer games slap. I actually can't think of any bad ones, except for maybe Space Marine. The 360 Space Marine game. Remember a lot of people not liking it. I didn't play it.
Someone once said insanity runs in our family. Let it run.
Thanks for your sub, Jaunter. Space Marine was dope, what the fuck? Hey, I'm just saying I remember a lot of people didn't like it when it came out. And that's the only one I can think of from Warhammer that people didn't like. Like I said, I didn't play Space Marine.
They say it's a tale of sadness and guilt of an artist trapped in a place beyond redemption. It's a lie. This is a story of my fear, pain, and hatred, of the horror of my loneliness. And it is mine to tell.
Now I see it. All this misery, all this suffering. There was no other way.
Shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have.
An empty shell cannot live forever. It cannot live at all.
I like Bloober Team's work. This will be fun.
I was trapped in this house, bound by this body. Now, I break free.
So this is Layers of Fear 3 then, right?
This October, Gotham Knights arrives. Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin, to protect Gotham. To give us an exclusive new look, let's head to Montreal to hear from executive producer Fleur Marty.
Hello and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive producer on Gotham Knights. Today, we are thrilled to share more with you on one of our beloved knights, Nightwing. This showcase is the first in our character series, and we're really looking forward to share more with you as we continue working.
They should do a crossover with the CW, since they just launched their own Gotham Knights show.
I hope you enjoy the show, and stay tuned.
Looks like a real steaming pile of shit. Could maybe be like a joke in the game or something.
I had nothing. And then this city became my home. Its people became my
The game doesn't look great. It's just the gameplay looks really stiff. It has the DNA of Arkham Combat, but none of the, like, actual meat to it. Like, it's just so... It feels so early. Like, there's no impact. There's no, like, AI.
No matter how hard we try, there's always more to do. And now, it's up to me.
They just slowed it down too much. Thanks to the bits shotgun.
I got this, Bruce.
Yeah, maybe later shotgun. Thanks to the bits, Dr. J.
That
What's
was
your favorite
Gotham
Arkham
Knights,
game?
And now we welcome. Oh, look who
People
it
aren't
is.
gonna like
Neil
it, but
Druckmann from
Arkham
Naughty
Knight.
Dog.
If they took
Co-president
out
of
the
Naughty Dog. Great to have you with us,
extreme
Neil. It's
amount of
been
Batmobile shit,
an
Arkham
eventful
Knight
day
is
on the
so
internet
good.
for Naughty Dog fans, and
And then Arkham Asylum is second place for me.
Watch the assets will leak, and lo and behold, that's what happened.
Well, the good news is there's some stuff that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But first of all, it is it's a big month actually for Last of Us fans because
all three of the
Last of Us 1
games
and
are
2
just
both
amazing,
launched
though.
in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still sending us letters and art, and these characters in this journey and this world mean so much.
Yeah, Neil, but what do you think about Gotham Knights?
And it's just been kind
I think
of
the CW is going to pull it off.
Part 2 early this year passed a pretty big milestone. It sold over 10 million units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Multiple projects. Okay, very interesting. So what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
Thank you for asking, Jeff.
Yes.
So one of the things we mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog. And we felt the way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we
Battle
have
Royale.
concept art that we want to show. Yeah. But what I can tell you is that this game is big.
Okay.
It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger.
What?
It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game.
Oh, so it's not like a competitive
It's got a brand new
multiplayer
cast of
game.
Characters. It takes
It's
place
like
at another
co-op.
place,
Oh.
another part of the United States.
It's like
Makes a lot more
city
sense.
Somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out. And it's really cool. And it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Pantnati, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us. And you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year, so I wait till next year.
It is PvP?
Okay, well, very exciting that this has evolved.
I don't
that
see
concept art
how.
is incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog's storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it either.
Okay,
Hey,
well,
I'm down.
That's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day. It feels like up in Calgary, they're
The
filming
first one had
the
PvP?
Last
Yeah,
of
it
Us
did.
show
He's saying
for
this is a
HBO,
standalone
right?
multiplayer game.
Yeah, so for the past year, we've teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO to adapt The Last of Us into a TV show. They've been filming,
I'm down, though.
And
Could be fun.
It's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back when we're looking
Who are
at
you pointing to?
Naughty Dog,
Neil.
we can't
I don't know
help
why I
but feel
point.
emotional
Doesn't make any
because
sense.
Not only is it so good and the quality is so high, it's so authentic to what we've made in the game. I just can't. I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole crew and everybody that's up there. And their last day of filming is tomorrow. So
The entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow. Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up. So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh, okay. So we could first look. Let's take.
So you could see this is a certain museum that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them, but seeing them do all the other episodes.
I think the show's probably going to be good.
Themselves at these roles for a whole year.
Not a big fan of The Last of Us 2 or anything, but The Last of Us universe is still an incredible universe.
Relationship on and off camera.
I think it'd be a good show.
I couldn't help but think about
I'll be optimistic.
Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game, and it really feels like this is going to be something
Pedro
special.
Pascal not good for
I
Joel.
will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation.
I like Pedro, so
Well,
I think
mean, that first image that they
I think
put
he can
out,
do it.
I mean, it feels like the video game. Everything that I've seen.
He's not as
a couple
gruff,
other stuff
but I think
makes
he can pull it
feel
off.
Sort of super legitimate, as you said, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side now for the first time. So we'll see more of that next year. That's coming as well, right? Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon. That's
okay.
all I'll say right now.
All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting. And I hear you actually have a couple actors from the show who are going to join us here.
We happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay, come on up.
Thanks for resub underestimated
hello.
hyperlight and Elite
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm a little confused though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our very first meetings, we said Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it, and we're such fans of like the talent and the helping us create Joel and Ellie. We felt like it was so important that they become part of the show, and it has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera, like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles that we're keeping under wraps for now. But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much
It's
stuff I feel like
so good
on the internet. There's so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've
Except
had
for today.
Except for the date. It was one of the hardest things for us to do is to not let people know that, because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew. I have to say, when I walked out on set, to be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were working on and committed to working on this project because of their fan and their love for the game was one of the greatest. It was like I was coming home to friends.
Yeah, I the attention to detail, the crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are they're so perfect, and we've been trying to sort of describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like
Here's your Prime Sky.
It's like the characters coming to life, but it's so much more than that. I feel like I can't fully explain it, but
It's like looking into the face of God.
So excited
almost,
to be a part of it,
you could say.
and just I can't wait to see it. I think it is going to be so good. I love the story. I love just being a part of.
I'm so excited about the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of bob and weave and are these characters we know from the game that they're playing new characters? Can you tell us anything?
Yes.
I can tell you.
So sneaky. All right. Well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Hey. All right.
I have a theory then.
Let's talk about what was on.
They
Twitter
play
today.
themselves
Lots to talk about,
in the show.
idea, or really, what's happening is it looks like
a
you guys are
cameo.
remaking
Pedro
the
waves at Troy Baker and
original
says, "Love your
game,
work."
And this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
That's right. We wanted
That's
to give
what I
people the
think.
definitive version of the first game that wasn't encumbered by any technology. Wanted to find a way to get even closer to our original vision. We're able to do it on the PS5 and PC. And instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right, let's take a look at The Last of Us Part 1.
So why'd you leave Boston?
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
These are the bits
I reckon it's got something
tasty,
to do with
the
that girl.
prime flavor, and Elliot.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
You know, I've never been this close. It's the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there.
The game has come out 3 times now. This one's a little different though. This is apparently like more.
Can it?
More than just like a graphical upgrade. It's just like
Once upon a
more
time,
to it. Director's
I had
cut.
somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that's good for one thing. Getting you killed.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had? I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
I've had some practice.
You gonna play it? Yeah, of course.
Truly one of my favorite games of the past
tasty.
decade. Guys, what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
It's because you did these.
One of your favorite games of the last
decade
decade.
ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah, actually, we came up with a process where we could take the original animation that we did for the faces and kind of like retargeted on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity. And then the animators went back and
We're
studied.
seeing side by sides here just how much it has changed. That you went and you redid the models and rebuilt everything?
Everything was rebuilt from the ground up. Same art director, re-art directed the whole thing from the ground up. But the great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new AI, like all the combat is redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing because of the show, because they're all new players for PS5 and PC, we wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
Amazing. Well, now you guys get.
Is The Last of Us not currently on PC?
Played the game.
I actually played it again just to refresh
No, it's not?
my
Oh,
memory
nice.
before
Smart done.
working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight
Think
from
Tier 1
playing
Sherna.
Yeah,
part
never played it.
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part 2 coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another playthrough with this.
I can't wait to go back because
I can't wait.
You guys did such an amazing job on that original game, and
It's really, when you play it, when you see it in motion, it's really night and day from what it used to be.
I imagine that think of The Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in The Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole, like, all the new animation system, the new AI system, everything we've learned on, like, Uncharted 4, Last of Us 2, we applied to this, again, to give that definitive version. Just to give a quick shout out, this project is headed up by Matthew Gallant and Shauna Skye.
Okay.
And you'll hear a lot more about it and see a lot more about it over the coming weeks leading up to the release September 2nd on PS5.
All right.
And shortly thereafter on PC.
We will look forward to it. Neil, you've talked a lot about games directed by other people. What are you directing? You still making
Exalone
games?
and
Still making games.
Wildcat.
I haven't given up my day job. It's a little early to talk about it. Maybe if someone in PlayStation wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now. Otherwise, we'll save it.
But you do have a new project.
Do have a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All right. Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks everyone.
All right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that
Oh,
very
that
special
was the end.
look at The Last of Us and the entire franchise and where things are going. Very, very excited about that. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming
Wait,
up right now,
God damn it,
on
no
this
Silk
very
Song.
stream is Day of the Devs with I Am
Son of a
8-Bit
bitch.
and Double Fine, including an exclusive new look at the planet Atlanta. And then the Devolver Digital Showcase. Tomorrow,
God damn
we've got
it.
Netflix Geeked Week, which
I really
I'll be
bought into it. I
co-hosting,
thought they were gonna show
and
some
the
Silk
Tribeca
Song.
Games Showcase streaming, along with the Epic Games Store Showcase. And then finally Sunday, it's the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. You can stream them all at summergamefest.com. As for me, I'll see you again in August when we are back live in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live on August 23rd. And then the Game Awards will return in December live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. And finally, I'm excited to share that Summer Game Fest will return in June 2023 as a digital and in-person event to bring the gaming community together. Thanks for being a part of Summer Game Fest. And remember, there are more events and announcements to come. We'll see you soon.
Bye, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. Damn it. No God of War Ragnarok? Yeah, I guess not. So I don't think they're doing their own conference though or anything. Hey, Tim.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Day of the Devs. Day of the Devs. What? You don't know what Day of the Devs is? Day of the Devs is the greatest and definitely the oldest independent games festival that exists. It was started over 10 years ago by Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit to celebrate the best independent games out there and bring them to you, the fans. We wanted to bring developers and players together to get together, play games, and have a great time.
No PlayStation thing
It used to be a physical event only in San Francisco, but now it has gone digital so the whole world can enjoy it. And we're really excited this year to be part of Summer Game Fest. So sit back, relax, put on your party hats.
June 12th is all of the PC games.
This thing? I'm supposed to put this on?
That's right, everybody.
Like what, another conference?
Everybody.
Maybe Silksong for Day of the Devs? Maybe.
Everybody. That's right.
Couldn't tell you.
Now we're cooking. Put on your party hat and enjoy Day of the Devs.
The special Silk Song drop. Yeah, they just come out of nowhere and say the game's out right now.
We got a new one today. This is from a good friend Michael Frey and Rafael Munoz. Previously, Michael made a game called Kids with Playables that we published at Double Fine Presents, and this is his new one. It's about the limited time we have on Earth told through the life of a fly. This is called Time Flies.
Makes sense.
Hello, everyone.
All right. No, I'm not expecting Silk Song to come out this year. I just thought it would be cool if they announced anything at all related to it. Which was your favorite? So, looks like chat was half right. They pretty much showed only announced games, but they did show a few unannounced ones, and I guess of those few, it would be that Fort Solace. You gonna watch the Devolver thing? No. So I'm actually going on the Austin show here in like an hour, and then after that I'm gonna go see Jurassic World. So I'll probably just shoot this shit here for a little bit before having to hop on over. Is it Prime Luke? Jurassic World doesn't come out till tomorrow. Nope. Comes out on have you never seen like a movie in the theater for like the last 10 years? They come out on Thursdays. Friday's like the main release, but they always do Thursday showings starting in the evening. Jurassic World is stinker like big. Well, yeah, that's why it's going to be fun. Bro, the director said that he made the dinosaur villain like the Joker. How is that not going to be entertainingly silly? I'm really looking forward to it. No Sonic Frontiers? Oh, thank God. I don't think I could handle more Sonic Frontiers, man. Is Moist Rocket League playing tomorrow? We are playing tomorrow. Moist Rocket League plays tomorrow. We'll be at the warehouse watching. Thanks to the resub, Assy. Have you seen the new Chip and Dale movie? Nope. Did that come out or something? Thanks for your sub, Alexander. In Austin. And Tier 1 Hollow. Resub Aussie. I know Ugly Sonic's in it. He's just in it for like a fucking scene, right? I'm sure it's a fine movie. It's just not a movie I'm particularly interested in. He's the main character? Ah, interesting. Thanks for your sub, Mayonetta and Kedwardo. Thank you, sub, Kane. Have you seen the Skate 4 pre-alpha footage? First I've heard of that. Is it real? Yeah, I don't really think so. That seems fake. Is it Prime? Passiata. The Last of Us show is going to be Halo all over again. I don't think any show could fuck up as hard as Halo did. I really, truly don't. Is it Prime, Momo? Is there some Snake Venom? The Prime Aladdin. Oh, I'm reading something real quick. Thanks for the gift sub, Kane. People will hate on it no matter the quality. Fucking hating on everything is the meta. People are always gonna hate on shit. And things like Twitter, it's what it's made for. But doesn't mean that they're wrong to not like something. And it doesn't mean you're wrong to like it. If you like the Halo show, for example, I think you have bad taste. But you're also well within your right to enjoy it. And no matter what I say should change your opinion on how you feel of it. Thanks the resub, Ghastly. You like Modern Warfare 2? Looks like every other COD. I don't know what anyone would possibly expect. It is obviously going to look like every other COD. Every COD ever will look like every COD. Them changing anything drastically would kill it. People just want the same COD. So if you like Call of Duty, you'll like the new one. And that's how it will always be. Except when they got a little experimental with Advanced Warfare. That didn't really please anybody. There's a Prime Hot Cheetos in the resub Ocean and gives sub Righto. The Prime Jocks. "2019 was different. They did make slight tweaks, which I appreciated, and then they took 10 steps back with how awful the multiplayer maps were. He's the resub, Evan. And the gift sub, Kane. Still wanted a Prince of Persia remake. Bro, you thought they were going to announce a Prince of Persia remake? Thanks to the resub, Dibble. And the tier 1 sank it. Why wouldn't they? Because they already did a Prince of Persia reboot and it flopped. They're not going to revisit that again for quite some time. You know what I want though? A new Garshasp game. That would have been fucking hype. He's a Prime Isaac. What the fuck is Garshasp? It was like a God of War knockoff, like a bootleg God of War for a character no one's ever heard of named Garshasp. Fucking awesome. Thanks to Tier 1 Numbnuts and Tier 1 Raf. Resub Slim. Shadow the Colossus remake. They already did that. Oh, a remaster, rather. There was like 5 to 6 cool games with 20 other games that look the same to each other. So I think people really, I don't know what the right word for it is, but don't realize that small studios all use the same art style because they're a small studio. It's cheaper just to use like established assets and art styles instead of come up with their own unique art style and identity. That's why so many indie games use this very similar styles. Like, you can't really hold it against them, because if they don't use that style, the game won't be made in the first place. So, I don't really knock it anymore. I get it. I don't know why people make that, like, a huge, like, smoking gun. Indie gaming is trash. They all look the same. It's like they have no other option. Thanks to the resub, Manzia. You're so blurry. Some indie games are really good. Well, not every indie game uses the same style. Of course not. But I mean, I think everyone can pretty much tell or see that many indie games borrow very similar art styles. Like, for example, looking at yesterday's event, like the game where people age to death and feed your tree. That art style is used by millions of indie games every year, it feels like. And it's because it's an established art asset that anyone can use and saves them a lot of time and money for a small studio. No, they didn't announce Silksong. Don't fucking remind me, man. Kind of like RPG Maker games. Kind of. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. Thanks to the resub, Doge Fox. Goat Sim 3 was a fresh announcement. True. Thanks to resub, Crunch. How do you feel about Street Fighter 6's Guile trailer? Oh, I thought it was good. I'm excited for Street Fighter 6. I think that game's going to be really fun. I think Callisto Protocol is the biggest standout. Thanks to resub, Peak. The resub phase. Besides Silksong, was there any other games you were hoping to be announced? I already forgot. The only other one I was hoping to see was the KOTOR remake. Thanks, Resub Raccoon. You gonna play it, Otashi? I feel like you'd be good at Street Fighter. Oh, you know what I'd like to see a little more on is Beyond Good and Evil 2, but I'm pretty sure that game's just dead and buried for the last, like, 8 years. Thanks to Prime King and the resub Phelan. Thanks resub Josh. Nah, it'll come out. That shit's not coming out. They released like 10 trailers and nothing else. It's dead. Make believe. Thanks to resub this guy. You'd said that about Halo 2. Yeah, and you know what? I was fucking right. Halo should have been dead. Instead of what we ended up with. I take that back. Gameplay's fine. Just no content. Let me look something up. Fuck was it called? They still don't have Forge or co-op. Nope. And they never will. Thanks to give sub chef. There's a new whale coming in on Saturday. 50k spent already. What does that mean? Talking about Diablo Immortal? Who spent 50k? Oh, I typed... No, that's not what I wanted. Spending $50,000 in a day on Diablo Immortal one time. How is that even possible? Is this clickbait? Because you've said this like 3 times and I'm assuming it's your channel. It's a self-promo. But I could be wrong. Maybe this guy really did somehow spend 50 grand in a day. But it doesn't seem to be in this video. Unless this is it.
The game, I couldn't spend any more money on my iPhone because it locked me out because I'd spent so much, right? And so I was like, so I stopped. I went in and I looked and it said 666 and I was like, that is too random. Like I just stopped right here. That wasn't done on purpose. It was just crazy random. All right, so anyway, guys, if y'all want to see some insane content, make sure to stay tuned to this YouTube channel. There will be top-notch content coming out on this channel.
Someone more familiar with Diablo Immortal than me. These right here. Does it look like he actually spent 50k? Why are you not watching the event? I did. Right now they're going through the indie showcase. $1.7 million eternal orbs. Jesus. Wow. You don't like indies? I do. We just watched all of them yesterday. I don't think there's going to be anything we haven't seen. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like it's going to be like the Summer Games Fest where it's just going over the games that were already announced. In fact, the first one that they announced was, or the first one they showed was one we'd already heard of. But no, I like indie games. It's $4,500 per $100, so maybe. Alright. 50 grand in Diablo. Pretty cool. There's a resub Lotus. There's a tier 1 Lazy Cat. $1.7 million orbs is about 25k USD. Regardless, it's an absurd amount. Seems like a waste of money, especially if it's just done for views. He's a Prime Zedrak. He's a tier 1 Stua. Legit, were there any games exciting announced? Like fresh announcements? Because if so, yeah, Fort Solace. I think that was a world premiere in the Summer Game Fest. I'd say that was like mainly the hype one. Routine? He said that was announced 10 years ago, but I guess, yeah, out of development hell announcement. They didn't even show the game? No, they didn't. But it seems like it could be cool. It seems like it's one of those walking simulator story horrors, which are usually pretty goofy and fun. Thanks to resub Diego. What's your take on the 40k game, Darktide? I'm not a huge fan of wave shooters, but it looks cool. He's a Prime Neuron. I haven't really liked wave shooters in a long time. Never played any RTS games? Yep. I used to play the shit out of StarCraft 2 and Halo Wars. I was actually talking about StarCraft 2 custom games yesterday. With like Retribution, Tower Defense, and all that shit. Zergling Run was also amazing. If anyone remembers Zergling Run. Or Runling Run. Runling, not Zergling. Runling Run. All I remember about Runling Run was the music that played the whole time. Yeah, because they only used YouTuber music, and this was back in 2012, so all you had was like Double Rainbow Remix. They also had one that was like, I wish I was James Bond just for the day, kissing all the girls and blow the bad guys away. It was such a wild time. So weird. Oh yeah, they also had the scat mambo. It's a tier 1 orange. It's a Prime Big Cookie. Do you think Last of Us really needs to be remade? Nope. But I'll still play it anyway because it's a great game. Unless they do like a Resident Evil 2 remake kind of thing, there's just no reason to ever remake it. Other than just a little more money off it, a bit more juice for the squeeze. Here's the resub foof. Good for people that have never played it the first time, I guess. Maxed on old school RuneScape yet? Nope. I still have 4 skills left. Agility, mining, rune crafting, and Slayer. Slayer's the only fun one. And agility's been such a miserable grind, I just pretty much quit on hiatus. It's been like 6 months now. Just can't convince myself to keep playing and grinding agility. I fucking hate it. Think Bloodborne will come to PC anytime soon? Nope. I do not think it will. Alright, I think I gotta head out. And then I'll be back on later tonight, probably, depending on how late the Jurassic World movie goes. Alright. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Somebody donated, big thanks. New subs, welcome aboard. Sub means a lot. Thanks for subbing. Enjoy the emotes, and have a great rest of your afternoon. Who's streaming? One of those days where the following list doesn't want to update. Okay, no raid then. I'll be back on later tonight. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye. Oh, and thanks for the resub, Boo Boo.